All right, so been a while, but this is to encourage my people. The richest man who ever lived. How the richest man who ever lived can make you happier, more successful, and wealthier. Imagine going from a below average wage to a personal income of more than 600,000 per month. Imagine losing 9 jobs in your first 6 years after college, and then you're on your 10th job, building more than a dozen multi-million-dollar businesses from scratch, achieving sales of billions of dollars. Imagine doing all of this by following specific steps taught by Solomon in the Old Testament book of Proverbs. In a nutshell, that is my personal story. Now think about it. Before, earn less than half of the income of the average American wage earner. After, income rose from 18,000 per year to more than 7 million. Before, diagnosed a hopeless corporate failure with the success rate of 0. After, a 29-year career success rate of over 60% in an industry where the average success rate is under 1%. So I skipped ahead so you wouldn't get bored. The Prayer of Solomon. Solomon was born around 1974 BC and was installed as king of Israel by his father, David, shortly before David died. Solomon was 12 years old. Solomon was terrified of ruling Israel, afraid that he didn't have the wisdom to do so. According to the Old Testament, God appeared to Solomon and asked him what he wanted. Solomon answered, asking only for wisdom and knowledge so that he could rightly judge the great people of Israel. This is in 1 Kings 3:9. This is in 2 Chronicles 1:10. When I say 3:9, it's chapter 3, verse 9, and then 2 Chronicles 1, verse 10. So God then told Solomon that because he had not asked for riches, wealth, or honor, the life of his enemies, nor a longer life for himself, he would give Solomon more wisdom, knowledge, riches, wealth, and honor than any king before him, or any king that would come after him. What was promised was delivered. Solomon's wisdom, success, and wealth increased beyond imagination. In terms of wealth, some have suggested that in today's dollars he may have been a trillionaire. In addition to his gold reserves worth hundreds of billions of dollars in today's market, he owned 4,000 stalls for his horses and chariots and kept 12,000 horsemen on his payroll. Rulers of nations throughout the world sought his advice and paid dearly for it. However, by the middle of his life, he began to violate the laws of living, its principles and strategies that he so widely articulated in the book of Proverbs. As he did, his success and happiness vaporized. Fortunately for us, he recorded many of his laws for living in the book of Proverbs. What can Solomon's wisdom do for you? So what can Solomon's insights and teachings do for your career, your relationships, and your personal life? No matter what you think they can do infinitely more. Here are just a few of the rewards Solomon says you can look forward to when you follow his advice. The benefits of Solomon's strategies. Where's this camera? It's right here somewhere. I see somewhere. The benefits of Solomon's strategies. Knowledge. Discretion. Good judgment. Preservation and protection. Success. Better health. Longer life. Honor. Financial abundance. Favor of those in authority. Commendation of and promotions. Commendation and promotions. I commend you. A financial independence, confidence, strength of character, courage, extraordinary achievement, personal fulfillment, great relationships, a truly meaningful life, love and admiration of others, understanding and true wisdom. All right. In any endeavor, would you rather pursue it having strong and unshakable advantage or having a lasting handicap? Solomon assures us that those who are truly diligent will gain an insurmountable advantage over those who are not. Solomon assures us that those who are truly diligent will gain an insurmountable advantage over those who are not. He says, the plans of the diligent lead surely to advantage. Proverbs 21, verse 5. Whether we're competing against companies, individuals, circumstances, or simply time, diligence will give us a unique advantage, one that will result in greater productivity, achievement, wealth, and fulfillment. That's number 2. You will be in control of the situation rather than have the situation control you. Would you prefer to have your life controlled by your boss and other people, or would you rather control your own life? Solomon says, the hand of the diligent will rule, but the slack hand will be put to forced labor. Proverbs 12, verse 24. Those who are truly diligent not only control their own destiny, but enhance the achievements of those around them as well. You will experience true fulfillment. The vast majority of people are in a perpetual state of hunger, not for food, at least in America, but for things. Americans today have more debt and lower saving than any generation in our nation's history. No matter what we have, it seems as if it is never enough. Contentment and true fulfillment seems to be as rare as winning a lottery ticket. In contrast, Solomon tells us the soul of the diligent is made fat. The soul is made fat. So I'm fat, yo. No, I'm just kidding. Proverbs 13, verses 4. When using the word soul, Solomon is referring to a man or woman's innermost being, their very core, the seat of their personality and emotions. Imagine being so contented and fulfilled that you crave nothing. That's the kind of fulfillment that is promised to the diligent.